Alright guys, what's going on? So we've got the fourth war now of season 27, and for Loki is going to be facing this Asian alliance. I'm not sure, I feel like someone always clarifies for me where the alliances are from, if their names are written in a different language, but either way, looking around the map here, you know, given how easy this map is now, I'm not sure that it's beneficial anymore to show the map like leading into it. Let me know if you guys want me to stop doing that. There's a couple placements that are like almost always going to be there. You can see there's like a Korgon 23 again. That's not super common placement anymore, even though I think it is one of the better spots for Korg on the map. Jabari on the Footloose node, that's pretty new. And I was kind of nervous. I didn't know exactly who was going to end up taking that fight. And Magneto Boss. So this is the first boss we've had all season that cannot be ghosted. So pretty interesting. I'm going to be bringing in Magic this war, but I'm not going to use her. I am bringing her in for backup, basically, for the Magneto Boss. We got kind of scared out of using Sorcerer and thought it might be a good idea to go in with Magic. It turns out that was not a good idea at all. Sorcerer, in my opinion, is still going to be the best option. So I'm just going to throw on a 20% boost and a lesser health boost for this fight. These come really quickly now with the new solo crystals. So here I'm just going to back off during his regeneration phase. Looks like I parried like right at the last possible moment that I would be able to. Just standing close to him, building up spores. But you can see he's being kind of passive. So I don't have like any spores in this fight. It's pretty annoying. So Mole Man is placed here fairly often. I don't fully understand why. Anyone can take him here. His specials are very, very, very easy to evade. Here we go, we're going to use a special 2, and it actually sticks, which is interesting and good. That's the thing about that special 2 bug, is it's just like so hit or miss, you never know. But I decided to throw it, might not have been the best option. Okay, so here I'm going to hop in. Someone else took the other fight, I think it was Enzo if I remember correctly. And then this is going to be Killmonger. Again, I think it's worth noting, I don't think that Omega Red is the best option for these strike counter nodes at all. I will take them because, you know, nobody likes these fights, right? Like, I mean, if you do war, tell me like how comfortable you feel with the strike counter nodes. I don't think that most people feel very good about them. Just because if you mess up, there's no way to get the fight under control if you let it get out of control, if that makes sense. So if they get too many Furies, you know, it really does kind of put you in a bind. Okay, so here I'm removing Dexterity. You guys know, if you've watched the last 3 war videos, we have lost or tied every war this season. So we are like pretty deep into tier 2 at this point. This is just Kingpin on Power Snack. He gets placed here pretty often. I'm not sure why. He can be Quaked here. He can be Omega'd here. He can be APOC'd here. I mean, pretty much anyone can take him here. But it does, I think it has like, as an alliance, I do believe that we've died to him before, because if he gets to a special 2, that Unstoppable is just so long, and if you have Dexterity on, it can be easy to push into the special 3, which stuns you. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my special 3. I'm hoping it doesn't kill him, because I want to try to gain back a little bit of health that I lost to recoil in the last fight, but it just kills him too quickly. So moving up here, we are trying to get the win. I was slightly nervous for a lot of my fights, except for one, and I'll show you that one when we get here, or when we get there. So this is going to be Korg on Mixmaster and Power Focus 1. This Korg wasn't super cooperative. There, I tried to go back in and retaliate that special one, and my finger just kind of stuck. I didn't move. It was probably me. I don't know. I don't think it was a dropped input. I think I just kind of like, you know, stuttered over myself a little bit. Right there, same thing. Tried to back out of the special one, didn't work, and then I just stood there. So this fight is not going as smoothly as normal. I have 10 spores on him, and that's it. And I'm actually boosted really, really big here to try to get the win. And I'm going to be taking all of my fights, like, in one go. So I took everyone except for Mole Man. Mole Man I just threw on, like, a 20% boost for. But the rest of these fights, and right there I also tried to retaliate. I have no clue what was going on. But you can see that I've lost a lot of health to chip damage. Not a huge deal. So this next fight that I'm going to be taking is Jabari. There was a little bit of discussion. I think originally Vega was going to take it with Apocalypse. And he was kind of unsure about the fight. DeLeon and I talked about it, and I was just like, look, I'm unsure about the fight too, but I would rather be unsure about it and have me die than be unsure about it and have Vega die. So this is pretty good placement for her, in my opinion. Usually can't stun her, but we have the White Magneto pre-fight here. So I'm going to go ahead and push her to her special 2. And luckily her special 2 animation is long enough that it pretty much negates the Footloose, and I'm so boosted that this fight is over in 30 seconds. So this was definitely the right call for that fight. I'm not sure that it would have gone as smoothly without the White Magneto pre-fight though. And Rando was nice enough to place that for me. So looks like I forgot to speed this up. I'm going to be sharing Path 5 in Section 2 with Rando, so I'm sharing energy with him now. He's going to go in with Doom and take this Nova. Very easy fight. So this Nick Fury, this is the fight that I was not nervous about at all. I've taken him plenty of times on these ebb and flow intercept nodes. It's really not a big deal. And I think I've even made the comment before, I don't know how anybody dies to him here. And let me just tell you, I'm so relieved that that stats don't count this season, because I would have been really bummed out if I lost my like official streak during seasons where we're trying to this fight. That would have just really, really frustrated me. So I guess that's kind of a spoiler. So look at how this fight's going so far, right? We're 30 seconds in. He's already in his second life. I did lose my spores, but it's not a huge deal. You just want to shorten your combos and take blocked hits and counter his heavy with your heavy. But you're going to see here in just a second. So I'm going to bait out the special 2. I'm at 90%. He's at 20-something%. And I'm going to do something really stupid, and I'll show you what it is. I paused the screen for it. Okay, so right here, I'm standing open. He has a special 1. The fact that I didn't just like turtle up immediately completely messed me up, and I allowed him to go unblockable. So that was totally my fault. Here I'm going to throw the special 3. You're going to see the special 3 is 14 hits. He's at 19 tactical charges, so one of these 14 hits will definitely take him out of his unblockable, but it doesn't. So at this point I'm kind of worried, but I've made it out of worse situations. If he could just throw the special 1 and come out of his unblockable, then I can finish this fight. I don't feel comfortable intercepting him here because he does have a special, and even though I know he's unlikely to throw it, I don't want to take the risk. And here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 4 out of the 5 hits crit, kills me in a combo. Dreamin' has made a lot of comments before about how lucky I am and how I have like crit immunity or something. Not the case. I just Oh man, I was so upset after this. Like I was kind of trying to play it cool, like, oh, it's not a big deal. I was pretty mad. I was definitely pretty mad. It's the same way that I feel when I get hit by Mysterio's heavy attack. Like, why program that into the AI? Like, I mean, I guess it's one of the things that makes war more challenging. It's one of the like two things that makes any of this stuff challenging. But you can see, like, I am fully boosted. I went from 90% to dead in a combo. And I think I was the first person to die. So you can see I went into this fight right away. I was like, just infuriated by that whole situation. This alliance is made up of like a lot of big spenders. So, most of them are running like the best mastery builds possible. So I know that this person's going to have 5 out of 5 Mystic Dispersion. I don't care. I have an invulnerability boost on. That's kind of like the whole thing with this fight. If you don't have an invulnerability boost on, you could end up dying. So I'm not worried. Just going to push him to the special 3. I literally don't care. Again, super salty at this point. And honestly, I wasn't even fully planning on uploading this season. But after I died, I was like, I have to upload this season because I didn't want people to like... I didn't want to die and not show you guys, because if any of you guys like have been like following my streak, you know that I'm like, I think I'm above 200 now. I need to check. Or I'm like right around 200. And even though this death doesn't count towards that streak, I just didn't want to keep anything from you guys and have you think that I was like trying to pull a fast one on you. So, decided to go ahead and upload the season. This fight is over, and that is the end of my war. So I actually took like luckily they kind of lined up all of the Omega fights for us right in a row with the exception of that Nova. And so I got to take quite a few fights. I got to take some challenging fights. The fight I was most concerned about was Jabari. Like I was fully prepared to die to that fight. Luckily I didn't, and we lost the war. So luckily we didn't lose it by 1. Luckily I didn't die in the last war where we tied. That would have really upset me. These guys died 6 times, and we died 13 times, which is a lot. That is more than we died when the map was harder. So I think a lot of us are still kind of in that like, oh, it's just a laid back season mode. But this is 4, right? Yeah, 4 losses now. And 2 of those 4 losses have been in tier 2. So we are at this point after this season, we're like, okay, we have to win a war. Like we have to, like something isn't working here. We are going to end up pushing and boosting really hard next season to hit like Platinum 1, if we don't fix our war ratings. So B Manny basically said like no placing with suicides until further notice, and we need to stop dying stupid deaths. So, and he actually said that before this war, which just made my death feel even worse. So I kind of forgot what it felt like to die in war. I know that sounds like kind of crappy or weird or something. But I mean, I literally haven't died in almost 3 full seasons. So again, it doesn't count towards, my deathless streak. That's being recorded by 4 Loki, but like it's, it still burns a little bit. Either way, okay, so this is the 4th war. I've got 5 and 6 already recorded. I'm going to do the voiceovers for those. And hopefully I'm just uploading like one of these a day. Maybe every other day. I don't know. We'll have to see how much time I have. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed my death, and I will see you in the next one.